How's everyone doing today? As Lee just said, I'm Jacob Klipstein. I'm the president of the Penn State College Democrats. Thank you to Lee and Scott for coming out today, and thank you to Doug for being here today as well. I'm excited to be here because I've been doing the work here at Penn State over the last 2 months, and I got to be honest, it's been hard at points. You know, the coronavirus was a challenge I don't think any of us expected, but I'm really proud of Penn State students and how they've come and rose to the challenge, and they've been combating it head on. So to all the Penn State students here today, you know, keep chugging. We got a little bit more to go. Thank you for me, and I hope this semester is going well for you guys. So thank you for everything you guys are doing. You know, and me personally, I've been really excited to do the work on behalf of the Biden-Harris campaign here at Penn State, because I think that the Biden-Harris ticket best represents what made me who I am today, right? I am a fourth-generation American, but 4 generations ago, it was my great-grandfather, my great-grandmother getting off boats from Europe at young ages to come here and fight their version of the American dream, right? I had a father who was a community college professor who, because he was in a union and that union fought for his health care, was able to take care of me when I was a small child and very ill, right? And I am a product of public education, something that I am near and dear to my heart. And now I am proud to attend one of the best land-grant institutions in the country, right? And this is my version of the American dream, and something that I understand is not open to millions of Americans the way that it should be. But the best part about the Biden-Harris ticket is that they will expand this American dream. They'll expand access to healthcare, they'll expand access to education, and they'll expand access and improve upon the protections for our unions and our workers in this country that will make future generations fight for their version of the American dream. I'm also really proud to be introducing Doug today because I myself am a Jewish American, and it's really cool to see a Jewish American with the opportunity to become a spouse of the vice president or the president, and I'm really excited to see that. But I gotta hand it to you, Doug. You're really raising the bar for us, because Jewish sons everywhere have had expectations raised by their mothers, who now expect them to bring the next vice president of the United States home for Shabbat dinner. So without further ado, I'm very excited to present to you the second gentleman of the United States, Doug Emhoff.
Penn State mask. All right, thank you, Jacob. Wow, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. You know, you got to step it up, man. But we love young leaders like this, and I'm going to colleges all over our great country, and I'm meeting so many people like you, Jacob. And it gives us hope, and it gives us optimism for our future. So thank you so much. And Lee, thank you for what you're doing. It takes a lot of courage to run for office. It takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing. So I thank you for that, and we're going to support you, and we're going to send you to Washington, D.C. to represent this district. State Representative Conklin, what a great speech. Thank you for all you're doing, and I appreciate the introduction and the support of our campaign. And I'm just kind of looking at that football stadium. I think you got a big game coming up. All right, well, that's Saturday. Good luck there. I'm so glad to be here in Pennsylvania today. I've been here many times on this race. I grew up in New Jersey, so I spent time here, summer camp and whatnot. So I know this state very well, and it's just an honor to be here on behalf of Joe and Kamala. And speaking of Joe and Kamala, Joe Biden from Scranton, Pennsylvania, the next president of the United States of America. And my wife, Kamala D. Harris, senator from California, and soon to be your next vice president of the United States of America. How's that sound? Now, I know we're here because we're going to win Pennsylvania, right? and we're going to win this election. Now, many of you have already I hope everyone here has cast your ballot. And if not, you got to go do that. And it's easy to do. So make sure you do that. But 1 million Pennsylvanians, I'm looking at 1 million Pennsylvanians have mailed theirs in. And millions more have voted early in person. So we want everyone to have a plan. There is still time to vote early. So make sure that you all do that and tell your friends, tell your neighbors, and get it out there, especially here in this district, because as you all said, if we win here, we're going to win this state and we are going to win this election. So I am traveling around this great country, and they are sending me to the hard places. They are sending me to the places that we need to win, the places we didn't win last time. And I'm going to all these places that I'm now calling so-called swing districts, because I'm seeing the exact same enthusiasm that you are all showing us here today, that you're showing up because you are all sick and tired of what is going on, at this lack of leadership, this lack of compassion, this lack of caring. And we are doing this the right way. We are wearing masks, we are social distancing, and we are not holding super spreaders all over this country. It's just irresponsible, and it's going to change. It's going to change in 6 days. We've got 6 days left. We're not slowing down. We have recruited tens of thousands of volunteers and organizers on this campaign all over the country. We have been doing the work, and you have been doing the work here. So, Jacob, I know it's been hard. I know it's been a struggle, but it is going to be worth it, my friend. It's going to be worth it all around this country with the work that you're doing. And I know it's going to be close here in Pennsylvania. We lost by 44,000 votes last time. And I have a statistic. That's less than 5 votes per precinct. That's it. So everyone knows 5 people in each of these precincts, and we got to get them on board. But you're seeing the energy and enthusiasm with all this early voting, and we're going to do it. And why? Why do we need to do this? We are a country in pain right now. We are a country in pain. Since we joined this ticket about 3 months ago, like I said, I've traveled the country real time and virtually. And I've seen it with my own eyes. We are a country in pain. And I'm thinking about all the families that I've met, all the families that I've met across this country, the mothers I've met whose children have pre-existing conditions, life-threatening diseases, and they are terrified that they are going to lose their health care with 4 more years of this administration, especially with this justice that they just rammed through in this illegitimate process. It's shameful. I've met so many working families and working parents who are just trying to survive and figure out how they're going to pay bills. They are going to food banks for the first time. They don't have affordable child care. They don't have paid family leave, and that is going to change. Nation in pain. Seniors like my parents who are alone, isolated, dying, alone. People, family members can't even say goodbye. Essential workers like my brother, he's a fireman in Northern California. I meet them all over the country. They are doing more work. It's dangerous. They're putting their lives on the line for less pay because this administration has not funded state and local governments. They're reusing masks. They don't have PPE. A nation in pain. Small business owners, so many small towns that we drive into. You know what we see? Boards and for rent signs. We've seen that here in Pennsylvania. I think it was, 1 in 6 small businesses have closed. Many will never reopen. They're just struggling to stay afloat. A nation in pain. Women, like my daughter, is a college senior, wondering if their right to make their own decisions about their bodies are now going to be forever changed because of this Supreme Court. Elections have consequences. A nation in pain. We see people losing homes, being put out, and will not have a place to go because of the failure of this administration on all things, but including COVID, wrecking this economy, causing pain and devastation. Now, President Trump talked about American carnage during that inaugural. I was actually on that stage as a Senate spouse. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. But he was making it up at that time. That was just something he was saying for the imagery. But now it's actually here. American carnage is here, caused by him, caused by this failure of an administration for the last 4 years. And we cannot trust the same people who so miserably mess this up to fix it. We cannot. We've got to get out of this. We don't have any leadership. People everywhere that I talk to are just left to their own devices. People are traumatized. They come to my events and they want to talk to me and they come up with a stiff upper lip. And I just say, whoa, before we start, just tell me how you're doing. And it's like, literally the air comes out, sometimes tears, because they tell me these stories about our country in pain caused by this administration. But you know what, folks? We can change it. It's going to change. It's going to change because we have a better choice. We have a better choice in Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They are both about family and faith and community. Joe Biden, you know Joe. You know him well here. I've gotten to know Joe Biden. He is amazing. He's smart. He's knowledgeable, but he's a man of deep, deep conviction and empathy, and he cares and he will listen. And my wife, my beloved wife, Kamala Harris, daughter of immigrants, living an exemplar of what is possible, living the American dream and an example for millions upon millions of people, what can be unburdened by what has been. Kamala and Joe, they have never and will never forget who they are, where they're from, or why they are doing this, because they're doing it for us. They're doing it for us. And starting on day one, you know they're going to have a plan. So all those things that we've talked about, you've heard it, 4 simultaneous crises facing us, caused or exacerbated by the failures of this administration. Public health crisis, coronavirus. Trump knew about it back in January, knew how bad it was airborne, and we all know he hid it, he lied about it, still ignores it, doing super spreaders as we speak. Saw it on TV as we were coming in. Totally irresponsible. Joe and Kamala are going to be guided by science, unlike this administration who dogs science. It's unbelievable. Guided by science. We're going to wear masks like everybody here. We're going to socially distance like everyone here. There'll be free and quick and reliable testing. Testing doesn't matter if it takes 2 weeks to get the results back. We're going to contact trace. Unlike what they're doing, we are going to have free and effective treatment for all. And what about a vaccine? We are going to be guided by science for a vaccine. And we need to have Joe and Kamala in there to distribute a vaccine fairly and effectively. We cannot trust this administration to do anything, let alone distribute a vaccine, right? Economic crisis, we talked about it. We are in the midst of the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. But we know Joe and Kamala have a plan, Build Back Better. It's going to be based on work and based on jobs, as you were talking about, not based on wealth. It's going to be based on investment in our communities, in our small business, investment in our young people like you. So when you're out of college, you're not burdened by student debt. And if you don't go to college, you can go to community college or trade school, and you'll be ready to compete in this new 21st century economy. That will happen. Climate crisis. Another thing they ignore, another thing that they bash the science on. Joe and Kamala will respond to the climate crisis with science. And as Joe keeps talking about, and I agree, clean energy economy. We will transition to a clean energy economy over time. And that means infrastructure. And that means millions upon millions of good paying jobs. They have a plan. And we also have a crisis of injustice, a crisis of racial injustice. And we have a president that we know doesn't use a dog whistle. He uses a bullhorn. We know who he is. He will not call it out. He will exacerbate it. He sows hate and division. Joe and Kamala are going to bring us together, and they are going to make it an equal society and root out racism in all forms wherever it exists. 4 crises, and we have leadership day one to tackle them. But how are we going to make this happen? We got to vote. We got to vote, people, and we got to win. So I've gone all around this country, like I've said, meeting with voters, organizers, volunteers, some of whom, like maybe some of you, are voting for the very first time. And I've met lots of college students, and some are taking gap years, and some are going up and down the dorm or on Zoom if they're not back at school, just firing people up. And we're seeing that in the early voting numbers, and we're seeing that in all the enthusiasm. I'm seeing people across the country finally realizing that elections matter. You saw that with the Supreme Court issue. Elections matter. And people realize that. And they're realizing the connection between elections and issues like your health care, and issues like reproductive rights, and issues like climate change. So elections matter, and that's why people are fired up, because you know your vote is your voice, and when you vote, things change. And they're out there right now trying to spread misinformation here and everywhere else about voting. Let me tell you something. The reason they're doing it is because they don't want things to change. They like things the way they are, but we don't. We don't like the way the way things are, and we're going to vote, and we're going to change things. And we are going to take our country back. And like I think someone said, we're not going to wake up on November 4th, and I know I'm not, because that's why I'm doing all this. I'm traveling. I'm working 24/7. I'm running through walls. I'm crawling over glass. I'm traveling everywhere. And I'm not doing it because I love my wife. I'm doing it for my country. I'm doing it for Joe, and I'm doing it so we can have change. I do love her, but I'm doing it for our country, like you're doing it, because I love my country. I can't stand what's happening to it right now, and I want to leave it a better place for my kids and for everyone else's kids. So let's show the world, let's show the rest of the country that this is not good enough, that we can't take this anymore, and we're going to make change. And we're going to win here. I know it. And we're going to win this election, and we're going to win big, actually. You know why? Because people are sick and tired. And 2, we need a mandate. We need to show everyone who we are, that we're better than this. And we're also going to show that guy that we'll win so big, no matter how hard he tries, no matter what he says, and he's saying it now because he knows he's going to lose, and he knows he's messed this whole thing up. He won't be able to refute it. We're going to win so big, he won't be able to refute it, and he will be gone, and that will be that. We'll have Joe and Kamala, and we can move forward. So please, please, we need your help. We need your help in these next 6 days. That's it. So go to iwillvote.com/PA. You got all the information there. JoeBiden.com. You got all the information there. Use it. Use it. Go out. Spread the word. Let's get this thing done. And when Pennsylvania turns out the way I know it will, we are going to have Pennsylvania's own Joe Biden as our next president, my wife, Kamala Harris, as vice president. And they're going to unify us. They're going to unify this country. We are not going to be divided. They're going to unify us. We're going to restore the soul of the nation, and we are going to move forward. So we need your help. Let's do this thing. Good luck Saturday. And let's get this thing done, everybody. Thank you so much.